started to tonight's meeting. If you'll all please rise for the invocation. Tonight's invocation will be given by Councilmember Robert Brown, and if I can ask you to please remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Thank you, Council President. If you would, bow your head, please. Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for bringing us here tonight to do the duty of the city, be in the hearts and minds of the leaders here, of our state, our country, and of this world. Most importantly, God bless the men and women that protect the freedoms that we enjoy every day. Keep everyone safe as they return home. In your name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Councilman Brown. All right. First item tonight would be the approval of the minutes of the December 23rd regular city council meeting. Council members, let me also make this statement prior. There is one or more council members that are attending this meeting via telephone or video conference, and these matters coming before the government body are necessary to perform essential minimum functions of the governmental body. These are state laws enacted by the governor of Alabama due to COVID-19, and I do know that we have probably at least one council member that is attending this meeting via phone. You've also seen this done in our City of Fairhope Planning Commission meetings. So with that, we'll ask the council if you have any changes, additions, or deletions to the minutes of the December 23rd meeting.
Make a motion we approve as presented.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion to approve the minutes as presented. Any further discussion? Okay, hearing none, all those in favor, please say aye. Aye. Opposed, say nay. Okay, motion carries. Thank you, council. Mayor Sullivan, your report, please.
Thank you. I did just want to let everybody know that we have started budget meetings. We had our first one today with Councilman Conyers and expect to complete those this week with the council. I don't think that will probably be the last meetings that we have, but at least the first ones to get started with the budget process. Also wanted to let everybody know that the first packet, we received the first packet today from the Auburn study, which is the job descriptions. You'll see that on the agenda tonight, but as the job descriptions, those will be distributed to the department directors for review, and then we'll go back to Auburn for completion. And then also the compensation study will be the final part of that contract. Also wanted to let you know that we have set meetings for the traffic studies from the traffic committee for the area at Hope Farm and the brewery right there on Nichols to talk about that crosswalk, and also the intersection at Booth and 44. Those we've set for the first week of February to get everybody there. So we are moving forward with those meetings. Also, the auditors have been here, and they will finish up and make a report at the end of the month. So thank you to Jill and Kim and Island for their work on the with the auditors and completing that process. Also, it was reported today that the AS400 is back online. That's a computer system that the city used to use that a couple meetings ago that y'all approved for us to expend some money to put that server back on the cloud to be able to retract some information from there. So that is back online, and the department directors were very thankful for that. I also just want to remind everybody that we continue to work on our phone service here at the city. We are receiving a lot of calls simply because people are not coming in as much as they used to. So to please be patient. We are also, as a business, are dealing with the same thing everybody else is with COVID-19. So if you see there's inefficiencies, please let us know, but just be patient. Know that we're working on things, and you know, our top priority is customer service to the citizens here in Fairhope. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Mayor Sullivan. Public participation. If you have anything to bring forward, any comments to bring forth before the council concerning items 6 through 19 or 6 through 18, item 5 is a separate public hearing. So if you'd like to address the council on items 6 through 18, if you would please come, actually 6 through 17, if you'd come to the podium and state your name and address for the record. You'll be given 3 minutes. We're our new clock right down here. Okay, seeing no one, I will close public participation and remind you all that we will have another opportunity for you to address the council at the conclusion of tonight's meeting for non-agenda items. Council comments. Councilman Conyers.
No comments tonight.
Councilman Brown.
No comment.
wish everybody a happy new year, and we'll keep moving this meeting right along. Item 5 is a public hearing of an ordinance amending zoning ordinance number 1253. This is pertaining to Article 7, Section D, non-conforming lots. Would somebody like to introduce the ordinance, please?
I'll introduce the ordinance.
Okay, the ordinance has been introduced. Hunter?
Thank you. I'm going to kind of go through this quick. Non-conforming lots within the city, for the majority of these lots were established before we had any land use regulations. So prior to 1948, when we first adopted land use code at the time, these lots don't meet the requirements of our lot size now, so setbacks, things like that have been a challenge, and we recognize that and created some exceptions. This amends one of those exceptions. Right now, number 3 highlighted reads, and I'm going to skip ahead just so you can see a graphic real quick. If you can pretend the subject case, it would be that middle lot is new, and you look at the neighbors, and one neighbor is actually, the house was built before our zoning code and doesn't recognize the front setback, and then another one on the other side might be meeting the setback or further back. It allows you to split the difference, but it's a 2-step process. So you can, first you have to look with everything in the same block within 200 feet of the subject lot. And if that is less than the average of the front setback, then you can split the difference of the 2 lots. So you would have to look, just to pull an example, you would have to look at every lot within 250 feet, and then you can use the average of the split. So that creates a couple of problems, especially with some new state laws that surveyors have sponsored. We can't use GIS, we can't use online mapping. So what it does to get in a dimension like that is requires a survey. So then we're instituting a survey that requires we're instituting a regulation that requires a survey to go on other people's property that's not the subject property that has the application. So what we're wanting to do here is just take that first step off. They don't have to look at every thing within 200 feet. It helps the applicant by taking that one restriction off and then using the front setback of the adjacent properties being able to split the difference. We did add a stipulation in there that just to reduce some of the creep we're seeing, because most of this is in the fruit and nut. That's where the historic lots were. But in no case shall the setback be more than 5 feet less than the minimum of that district. So if the front setback is 35 feet, you can split the difference, but never more than 30 feet. And there's a particular reason for that, because some of the historic lots, when it was 2 lots but 1 parcel, they were built facing one street, and the other side was a 20-foot, what we call side street setback. Well, then it was split and became a front and with a 20-foot setback. So you've got an opportunity for creep where we never have any controls. So that's what we're doing here. I do want to point this out, just in case there's some confusion. The 3 highlighted words were what we presented to the Planning Commission with a recommendation to change that. So the ordinance as written and what was published actually reads building lines instead of setbacks, and that's what's been advertised and is in the amendment for the ordinance if it is approved.
Questions, council? Very good. Very good visual aid there. Appreciate that.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right. Okay, we'll let that lie over to the next council meeting for final adoption or consideration.
Council President, you need to have a public hearing.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. And we'll open up the public hearing to that right now. Sorry. Thank you, clerk. That's what we pay Lisa for. Correct me. All right, if you'd like to speak to this matter, you can come to the podium and state your name and address for the record. Okay, I will close the public hearing, and now we'll let it lay over for final consideration at the next meeting. Item number 6 is approval of the regular city council meetings for 2021. Council, do you have any changes to the proposed dates in your book or on your MacBook?
Make a motion, we approve the dates as presented.
Okay. Do we have a second? Second. We have a motion and a second to approve the dates as submitted. Any further discussion? Okay. All those in favor of the motion, please say aye. Aye. Opposed, say nay. All right, motion carries. Item 7 is a resolution that Hames Snedeker is hereby appointed as municipal judge. The term of the municipal judge shall be a 2-year term, January 1, 2021 to January 1, 2023, and until his successor is elected by the council and qualified per section 12-14-30 of the Code of Alabama, 1975. I'll entertain a motion for the appointment.
So moved.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Is there any further discussion? I'll just add that I believe that Judge Snedeker's done an honorable job for many, many years now. Judge, how many years now?
I believe it's 14.
14. Did you start when you were 14?
I actually started prosecuting for this circuit judge.
Brilliant.
Going way back.
I hear you. Okay. Any other discussion? Okay. Hearing none, all those in favor of the appointment, please say aye. Aye. Opposed, please say nay. I think I heard Kevin coming in. All right. All right. Motion carries. Judge, would you do the honors of swearing him in?
One of my magistrates, very nice, she's going to hold the Bible while.
Okay.
Thank you, Judge. Absolutely. All right, if you'll raise your right hand and repeat after me. I, Hames Snedeker,
I, Hank Snedeker,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
and the Constitution of the State of Alabama,
the Constitution of the State of Alabama,
so long as I continue
so long as I continue
a citizen
a
thereof,
citizen thereof,
and that I will faithfully
and I will faithfully
and honestly
and honestly
discharge the duties of the office
discharge the duties of the office
of Fairhope Municipal Judge,
of Fairhope Municipal Judge,
upon which I am about to enter,
upon which I am about to enter,
to the best of my ability,
to the best of my ability,
so help me God.
so help me God.
Congratulations.
Thank you. If I could just say a few words.
Absolutely. And Judge Bishop, thank you for administering the oath of office, please.
Yeah, first and foremost, I want to thank Judge Bishop for taking time out of his schedule to come swear me in, and it means a lot to me. Like I said, I started prosecuting for Judge Bishop many years ago, and he's one of my role models, and I think we can all agree he makes Fairhope very proud as a circuit court judge. It means a lot to me, Council President Burrell, that you said that I'd done an honorable job, but I have 3 magistrates that help me do such a good job, and they actually do the lion's share of the work. And I want to certainly point out that Barry McIlvain, Betty Stark, and Teresa Moyer have carried the lion's share of the work in municipal court. And through what's been a trying time for the city and all of us as citizens, COVID has really caused us a lot of problems. They've handled it so professionally. Without a hitch, we've handled heavy caseloads. This goes for the city prosecutor as well. This has not been an easy time for anyone, especially for us to administer justice, and we've done a great job, and that's been a total team effort. So I want to acknowledge everything they've done, because the court only operates as well as its magistrates. So it's easy for me to show up and do a great job when I have great people. So, and that's what makes Fairhope great, is the people. So I want to make sure and let you guys know that we have a great team, and with the faith and the support from the council, we're going to continue to do great things. So thank you very much. Look forward to serving.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Thank you, Hames.
And thanks for mentioning the magistrates as well, because, you know, they are unsung heroes. You know, being in the judicial branch of government, we don't see them at council members very often, you know, and so they're not here with the department head, so we don't see them. And so thank you for giving them the recognition that they deserve.
They definitely deserve it. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you.
All right, Happy New Year.
All right, happy New Year. All right. Item number 8 is a resolution that Mayor Sherry Sullivan is hereby authorized to execute extension number 2 with the Government and Economic Development Institute with Auburn University for the first phase of the Auburn Personnel System Project due to administrative and personnel changes with the primary participants of the project that necessitate a modification to the Auburn Fixed Price Technical Assistance Agreement and other issues listed in the letter of request. The new completion date will be May 31st, 2021. Council, we mentioned this in the work session. I will entertain a motion to extend this date to May 31st.
So moved.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Okay, hearing none, all those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, say nay. Okay, there's a little delay there. Thank you, Kevin. All right, motion carries. Thank you, council. Item number 9 is a resolution the City of Fairhope hereby terminates the contract titled Second Phase of the Auburn Personnel System Project for the strategic and organizational planning study between the City of Fairhope and Government and Economic Development Institute with Auburn University pursuant for termination for convenience. The project was to begin July the 1st, 2020, and be completed on June 20th, 2021, and authorizes Mayor Sullivan to sign the necessary paperwork for said termination. I will entertain a motion for the termination of this.
So moved.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Okay, hearing none, all those in favor of the motion, please say aye.
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 All those opposed, say nay. All right, motion carries. I guess Kevin went to get some coffee there. I don't know. I didn't hear him that time. All right, item number 10 is a resolution. The City Council hereby approves and authorizes Mayor Sherry Sullivan to execute an amendment to the intergovernmental services agreement between the Baldwin County Commission and the City of Fairhope related to RFQ PS 7-18, or professional architecture services for landscape and design of a new transit hub, which allocates additional 5307 funds and an additional local match, and amends the name of the county contact and the City of Fairhope's mayor. We talked about the additional amounts in the work session, council, and any additional questions, we can address them to Mr. Richard Johnson. So I'll entertain a motion for approval and authorization for the mayor.
So moved.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Okay, hearing none, all those in favor of the motion, please say aye. Aye.
Aye.
There you go. Opposed, say nay. Okay, motion carries. Thank you, council. Item 11 is a resolution. The City Council agrees to contribute the required 20% local match for the downtown Fairhope Transit Shelter and to amend PS 7-18 for professional architect services for landscape and design of a new transit hub in the amount of $98,675. Can I entertain a motion for that expense?
So moved.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? I'll just say for the people watching online that we discussed all this at length in the work session tonight. So, hearing no further discussion, all those in favor of the motion, please say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Opposed, say nay. Okay, motion carries. Thank you, council. Item number 12 on the agenda is a resolution that Mayor Sherry Sullivan is hereby authorized to execute a contract with Volker to perform professional engineering and C&E services for the installation of UV Signa disinfectant at the wastewater treatment plant with a not-to-exceed amount of $65,000. And Jason is here in the audience. Council, if you need further explanation. Otherwise, I'll entertain a motion to authorize the mayor to execute the contract for $65,000.
So moved.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Okay, hearing none, all those in favor of the motion, please say aye.
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 Opposed, say nay. Okay, motion carries. Thank you, council. Item 13 is a resolution the City of Fairhope vote to approve the negotiated fee for masonry and concrete work for alterations at Fairhope Municipal Stadium for ADA compliance for the Recreation Department, and authorizes the mayor to execute a contract with, say that again? Calbo Construction with a not-to-exceed amount of $138,504. I'll entertain a motion for the resolution.
So moved.
Okay.
Second.
Have a motion. We have a second?
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Okay, hearing none, all those in favor of the motion, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, say nay. All right, motion carries. Thank you, council. Item 14 is a resolution the City Council approves amendment number 1 to the contract with Engineering Design Technologies Incorporated for professional engineering services to extend the time for federal and Alabama Department of Transportation ADA street compliance, and authorizes Mayor Sherry Sullivan to execute amendment number 1 to the contract with a cost of $6,600 plus a training cost of $150 as needed. I believe Mr. Johnson explained this in the work session. I'll entertain a motion to approve the amendment.
So moved.
We have a motion? We have a second?
Second.
You second?
Does he make a motion as well?
I can't do both.
I made a motion as well.
Y'all must have said it at the same time. I heard him out of my right ear, I'm sorry.
Gotcha.
Okay,
Second.
we have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Okay, hearing none, all those in favor of the motion, please say aye. Aye. Opposed, say nay. Okay, the motion carries. Thank you, council. Item 15 is a resolution to award the replacement and repair of the salt pump systems and lights in the Mullet Run Fountain at the Fairhope Museum of History to Classic Pools and Patio Center with a total unbudgeted cost of $5,626.02. I'll entertain a motion for the expense.
So moved.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. And council, if y'all want me to slow down at all, just let me know. Hearing no further discussion, all those in favor of the motion, please say aye. Aye. Opposed, say nay. Okay, motion carries. Thank you, council. Item number 16 is a resolution that Mayor Sherry Sullivan is hereby authorized to execute a contract with Jade Consulting to perform Topographic Survey Services at Volanta Park for the Rec Department with a not-to-exceed amount of $33,925. And as Mayor Sullivan said in the work session, this is an expanded scope of work over than what was previously anticipated. So the cost was maybe a little more than anticipated, but I think we'd all agree needs to be done as a whole nonetheless. So I'll entertain a motion to authorize the mayor to execute the contract.
So moved.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Okay, hearing none, all those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, say nay. All right. Motion carries. Thank you, council. Item 17 is a resolution to award the replaster of the pool at the rec center to Riviera Pools with a total proposal cost of $49,480. I'll entertain a motion to award.
So moved.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Okay, hearing none, all those in favor of the resolution, please say aye. Aye. Opposed, say nay. Okay, motion carries. Thank you, council. I will now read a letter from the city attorney. It says, as city attorney Marcus McDowell, I hereby request the Fairhope City Council go into executive session based on Alabama Code 36-25A-7A6 to discuss the consideration the city is willing to offer except when considering the purchase, sale, exchange, lease, or market value of real property. The discussions could have a detrimental effect upon the competitive position of the city in the negotiations if the matter was discussed in public, and Section 36-25A-7A3 to discuss pending and potential litigation. As city attorney, I hereby request the city council of the city of Fairhope rise from regular city council meeting on Monday, January 11th, 2021 to go into executive session. The city council shall be in executive session for approximately 30 minutes. At the end of the executive session, the city council shall return to the city council chambers to resume the regular city council meeting. And for those in attendance, there is the potential to have 2 resolutions brought before the body at the conclusion of the executive session, if you'd like to stick around. All right, I'll take a vote. I'll entertain a motion to go into executive session.
So moved.
Second.
All right, we have a motion and a second. All those in favor, please say aye. Aye. Opposed, say nay. Okay, thank you. Call the meeting back to order, and I would like to ask for a motion to amend tonight's agenda to add as items 19 and 20, 2 resolutions. I'll read them both. One, they're both very short. One, be it resolved by the governing body of the city of Fairhope, Alabama, that the city council authorizes Hand, Arundel, Harrison, Sale, LLC to engage in further negotiations with RSA regarding the agreement dated January 28, 2020, pertaining to a side stream storage facility adopted on this 11th day of January 2021. The second resolution I'd like to ask you to amend and add to the agenda would be it resolved by the governing body of the city of Fairhope, Alabama, that the City Council authorizes Hand, Arundel, Harrison Sale, LLC to negotiate the agreement with regard to the land donation to the City of Fairhope by Walmart. I ask you to make a motion to amend the agenda to add these two resolutions.
So moved.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Let me just say that these are, it's just bookkeeping. We've changed our legal representation in the last couple of months, and so we have to have our new legal representation take care of our legal matters for us, and this just allows them to carry on that work. So without any further discussion, all those in favor of the motion, please say aye. Aye. Opposed, say nay. Okay, the agenda is amended, and on the matter of the resolution that the City Council authorizes Hand, Arundel, Harrison Sale, LLC to negotiate the agreement with regard to the land donation to the City of Fairhope by Walmart, I'll entertain a motion to pass that resolution.
So moved.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Okay, hearing none. All those in favor, please say aye. Aye. Opposed, please say nay. All right, motion carries. Thank you, council. I did say aye, didn't I, clerk? Okay. Okay, the next resolution, that the City Council authorizes Hand, Arundel, Harrison Sale, LLC to engage in further negotiations with RSA regarding the agreement dated January 28th, 2020, pertaining to a side stream storage facility. I'll entertain a motion to adopt this resolution.
So moved.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Okay, hearing none. All those in favor of the motion, please say aye. Aye. Opposed, please say nay. Okay, public participation. Anybody else having any business to bring forth before the City Council, please come to the podium. State your name and address for the record. We typically do that before the executive session. I think I was just going in order there. All right, seeing no one, I'll close public participation, and I will entertain a motion for adjournment.
So moved.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. All those in favor of adjournment, please say aye. Aye. Opposed, say nay. All right, thank you, council. We're adjourned.